Hi everybody, this is Art Samurai, and today I'm going to be reacting to Monogatari Off-Season and Monster Season, Episode 9. So yeah, we had a break last week, which it is what it is, but now we're back. And before we get to talking about anything else, let me just apologize in advance if you hear some drilling or hammering, because there's some construction workers doing their thing in the house next to where I live. So yeah, so please keep that in mind. But yeah, let's talk about episode 8 first. And I wanna first start with change through perception, because that was a big thing, and that was, what made it possible so that Princess Acerola was able to turn into a vampire. And how that's kind of similar to the way that she kinda, but not really, became a god. I don't know, like 400 years ago maybe? The story that she tells in Oni, and that's how she knew about the darkness. So, but yeah, in that story, if I recall correctly, because I did not go and rewatch that episode, I think it was basically, obviously the people that lived there believed her to be a god, but his shot also, she knew basically that it was sham, but at the same time she was content being worshipped as a god. But I think, do please correct me if I'm wrong, that the reason the darkness came for her, and she wasn't able to naturally change her nature of oddity from vampire to god, it was because she was still acting as a vampire. She was still feeding on people, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not really sure. But yeah, here though, it's basically straight up, your own perception of yourself does not matter at all. It's all about how other people perceive you, which that's honestly pretty damn sad. No matter what you think of yourself, what others think of you will be, truly how you're actually are, or will dictate what you can become. And that's just so constraining? Restraining? I forget the word. Constricting. Which honestly is basically how she already felt before she made the deal with the witch anyway. But that made it even more, more obvious and more literal. But yeah, with here, when Deathtopia is teaching her, be more vulgar and be less princess-like, and then she starts using the speech pattern that we know her to always speak ever since we met her in Kisu. But that's a bit unfortunate that if you only pay attention to the subtitles, that doesn't really come across that well. So I just had to pay more attention with my ears. But yeah, then she tries to gouge one of her eyes, and Deathtopia just gets genuinely upset because she thought she was trying to kill herself. which I think by this point it was like a combination of like selfish and selfless intentions for stopping Acetal at this point. But yeah, and then she was like, oh, but I just wanted to lose one eye, you know? If I look like a pirate, then I'll be less like a princess. But then Deathtopia says it's all still fake, so you should still be pretending. It's all fake. But you know what they say. The fake can end up being just as real as the real thing in their efforts to be authentic. But yeah, it starts off with the intention of just being fake, you know, just vulgar and cocky and all that, you know, all on the surface, but below that, she wanted Acerola to still feel like a princess, which is, you know, for the goal of eating a beautiful princess. Which, you know, if she stops being a beautiful princess, then all of this will be for nothing in Deathtopia's eyes, I feel like. But obviously, as we know, like, what ended up as, you know, just an act ended up being what we now know. The real kiss shot, you know. This act ended up being just as part of herself as what the princess persona used to be. It's basically a second skin at this point. But yeah, oh, this stuff about like the kiss from a prince, I'm still not sure how to take that one. At first I was like, maybe that's, you know, I'm trying to take it too literal. Maybe it's supposed to be Deathtopia, you know, when she bites Acerola and turns her into a vampire. That's what's supposed to symbolize the kiss of a prince. Because other than that, I have no idea what else could be. Like, Arararagi is certainly no prince. And the one time we've actually seen them kiss, it was definitely not, you know, the way that the magical fairy tale it's supposed to be like. So maybe it's more so just, you know, one thing that's like, oh, you know, this is what would be the ideal, but the reality is much more different. Araragi was no prince. In fact, literally Kisu ends with, well, not ends, but like, you know, when he asks Oshino, like, you know, can we make this better? No, we can make this worse for everyone else though. And then Kishu's like, just kill me. And Araragi is like, no, I won't help you. So literally the opposite of this so-called, you know, kissing prince. So yeah, it's all just a delusion, a fantasy. There won't come a prince that'll just save her from all the problems she's had and, you know, erase all the bad memories. It's a lot more messy than that. And they'll both, you know, they'll both give each other bad things and good things, like most relationships. Oh yeah, the Tropicalesca dies, and then Deathtopia eats what is left of him. When we're watching this, I was reminded, I mean, very, you know, different tone, but I was reminded of Shinobu eating Seishiro in Owari. But, you know, obviously, Shinobu definitely cared a lot more about Seishiro than Deathtopia cared for Tropicalesque. But similar, I feel like there's similar vibes here. Oh yeah, and then Acerola says like, well, I want to be a vampire. And she says something very similar to what Deathtopia does. I will eat all the lives that I have killed. So yeah, there's like a big theme in this arc of like, you know, what does eating stand for, you know? Eating equals love, equals redemption for past acts. You know, and that's how it started for Acerola. Then it became just eating for the sake of eating. As we see that she says to Araragi, if I don't eat, I'll die. And then but at the same time, her last time eating a human became once again in redemption. You know, she wanted to die in order to save Araragi all the anguish that he would have staying a vampire. And for the thing that she couldn't do for Seishiro way back then. So I like that. A neat circle. Oh, and then, what was it? Oh, like, yeah. Oh, that's way later, though. That Deathtopia tells her, like, when she gives her the name, she's like, eat people as if you were kissing them. And that also made me think of, like, when we see her eating guillotine cutter, that's what it looked like, now that I think about it. And then the laugh was so good. So yeah, the one that first came to mind was the one from Kabuki, when alternate past kiss shot met, or Araragi and Shinobu, and she laughed, but it was, you know, a very unhinged and sad laugh. But at the same time, it's kind of like, you know, a bit like, oh wow, there's a little bit of bittersweet happiness there with, you know, I guess there was a universe where I could become happy with Araragi. But also in Owari, she laughs when she reunites with Araragi after he comes back from hell, I think. So yeah, those are really neat ways to tie Deathtopia into how Kiss Shot / Shinobu in the person she'll become. Anything else I want to add? I mean, even now, Deathtopia can't really seem to decide on whatever the hell the relationship was between her and Acerola. So she never really truly found out what, well, she says though, when she bites Acerola, like, eating is loving. I killed and love. I mean, she says, you know, like, they're two separate things, but like, you can also see it as Deathtopia eating because she's starved for love. So that's the only way she can show it, is in the way she consumes others. That's just, you know, that's one interpretation that I just came up with, but I could be wrong. But yeah, this was really, really cool. I don't know what I expected from this arc, but I'm really satisfied with what we got, for sure. There's so much from a character that we never even heard of before this. And I was like, oh wow. Yeah, you know, I'll just let you guess where Deathtopia is right now, but let's just say that she's definitely in the tier list, I mean. she's definitely not bottom 3, that's for sure. I'll update you on that when the season is over, I think. But yeah, it ended with Deathtopia being like, oh, well, I know how Kishore has been doing for the past centuries, but I haven't gone to see her. Because, you know, she's not my servant. She's just someone who I made a vampire. But I don't want her to be my slave. I want her to be her own person. So if anything, that goes to show this relationship was definitely special for Deathtopia. She didn't want her to be tied to her. She wanted her to be more, you know what they say, if you love something or someone, set them free. But yeah, now she's going to see how she's doing, because she heard, even though she don't believe it, that she was defeated by vampire hunters. Oh yeah, and I heard something really cool, that, you know, because Deathtopia uses Ore-sama for herself, that in the novel, you don't find out that she's a woman until the very, very end. So that's a neat literary trick. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say for Acerola Bon Appetit. That was, yeah, I really liked it. I don't know, would you consider it? It has to be considered a Shinobu arc, right? Even though Deathtopia is the POV character. I don't know where I would put this arc yet. But it's pretty. It's just real well written. I don't think we'd explored, you know, vampires and what it means for them to eat to this depth up until now. So yeah. And like I said, really cool to see the origins of Killshot as well. And now we can see, you know, just everything just feels so much more tight. But yeah. Now I'm pretty sure we're starting another Shinobu arc. Usually I try to avoid it, but I saw the preview for this episode. And yeah, we're getting Arararagi this arc, so I'm gonna guess that he's the narrator again after Soko Owari. Yeah, that was the last one. But yeah, I miss my boy. It's gonna be so. I'm so happy that we're gonna hear Hiroshi Kamiya again as him. Like, he was just born to voice Araragi. So yeah. I'm not exactly sure what it's about, but I think there's maybe, I want to say mummies? And we're gonna see Higasa from Hana Monogatari again. And that's pretty much it. And obviously, surely, Deathtopia will be in it somehow. But anyway, yeah, let's get into it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Now it's high school! Oh, no opening again? A student. Okay. Let me pay attention. I see. Whoa. Damn, she's that depressed, huh? Oh, well. If you wish for one, it'll appear. Oh, that was cool. She's here. She's in her lovely form. I guess she hasn't eaten in a while. Shinobu Monogatari Shinobu Mustard. Ah, so cute! Now it's to hospital. Oh, Gaen! Oh, she called them. What? Yeah, mummy, I've heard. Ah, he looks good! Ah. What? Why didn't Deathtopia eat her? Like, I'm guessing this is, Kie? Yeah, like... But like, if a vampire drinks all your blood but doesn't eat you, don't you turn into a minion? Failed! What? This is new for the world building. Oh. Of course, he'd jump to save. Aww. Oh, of course there's more. Her futon at home. Oh? Oh. I guess the vampire that's doing it must be pretty hungry? I didn't figure. What? I mean, that's what he always has done. Well, at the start. Oh. What? What? Kageno isn't her own adventure. Bet. Oh? I said observing Tsukihi? Has to be. Oh? Oh, he's real excited. I mean, you would think he would have already done that even without her offering that. But, you know, this is a changed Araragi. He knows, you know, it's not wise to save everyone that you see. What? What? Oh what? Araragi! What are you doing? Gaen! Do something! Oh? Oh? Some kind of code? Don't you know everything, Gaen? How can you not get it right away? Oh? Yeah. Ah. Do you think there's a connection between the victims? Oh? That can tell you that? Oh, Araragi scar. Magari now say. Damn. Decrypting class. Definitely gonna take a while to remember the name of the university. Who? That's good. I don't know why I didn't expect it, but of course he'd have a new friend in college. Oh? I like her design. The way she talks is interesting. Well, I guess that was useless. Eh, I thought she said she couldn't. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sure. Mm. I mean, it was useful here. Of course he says that. He's so good at math. And math was always my least favorite subject. I'm, I'm just nodding my head like I understand. But also decoding shit, it's also way beyond me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bro, what is this? Cypher Academy? Oh. Mm-hmm. So she knows about Deathtopia, huh? Should have known, of course. It's Gaen. Hmm. Okay. Oh, basketball. Kambaru. Gaen toy. Hmm. I hope we get Araragi scenes with Kambaru this arc. Oh. Hmm. Oh, yeah, that's a better way to put it. Oh. What? It's this far in the future? Hmm. Yeah, we keep going after victims that have a connection between them. Oh. Hey. Got it. It's the tradition at this point. Right? Mm. That would make more sense. Oh, are we at Kambarus? Hey! Oh, 久しぶり! Ah, Higasa? I think? Yeah. Oh, wow. I bet. What's with the laugh? What does this mean? Same. Alright. Oh. Oh, I see. With excitement? Oh, the cell phone thingy. Yeah. Eh? Oh? Why? What is this? Hmm. But do they think he's gonna use it for bad things? What has Kabaru told her? Yeah, okay, she said it. Not the censorship. Oh, brother. Hmm. I mean, I would say that's already happened. Oh, not Kambaru too. Okay. Can you elaborate? Hmm. Uh, yeah, so it goes back to how the episode started. 5? We only know of 3. Oh, yeah, let's go! New visuals for the ending? Hey, there's my boy! その未来を大切にやれやれこここさい peace peace unhappy be lucky be happy on dead yeah oh Shino with the car both of them are in the car I love this oh my brain's still wired for the first version of this. Okay, yo! Let's just continue watching the ending and I'll not talk. That's Deathtopia. And this is her as well. Oh, and the mummies that she's accumulating. I wanna say this is Shinobu? Maybe? I'm not sure what the... Oh, the samurai armor was in the background. This tune in the car. Shinobu and Deathtopia. Okay. Man. Well, as much as I really like the episode, like, I'm not even going to, like I already said, right? How the whole decryption thing is just so out of my alley. I was very, very lost the whole time I was there. And like, you know, I was paying attention. It's just nothing was really getting through me. But yeah, so like a good, I don't know, I want to say like 5 minutes. I was just like, totally, I get it, yeah, But basically all of that was to figure out that the code basically was saying that the vampire who did it was Deathtopia. Which obviously, you know, it's, I guess, something for us to see how Arararagi paced that out. But like, you know, for us, the audience is like, oh, you know, yeah. Like, we already saw Deathtopia at the beginning of the episode, so we already knew she was the culprit. So that, all of that was just for the characters. And even then, it's like, you know, like, did Gaen already know that? Or was she just, you know, just trolling Araragi, getting him to do all that? You sometimes don't know. But yeah, Gaen's, I know everything. It's, I wouldn't say it's inconsistent, but it's like, sometimes her all-seeing view can get blocked, as we've seen before with Ogi. But then something like her not being able to decipher a phone password, you'd think something small like that would be easy peasy for her, but no. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Like, I know we got Gaen Toy being like, oh, yes, my sister knows everything, but she doesn't understand everything. Which is like, sure, but I don't think that that has anything to do with, you know, this. Yeah, I'm guessing that Gaen is staying away from Kambaru, not because she doesn't care for her or doesn't want to, you know, form a relationship with her, but because it'll be less dangerous for Kambaru if they stay away from each other. Considering how in all the supernatural shit that Gaen gets into, while Kambaru just got not, I don't know. Actually, I don't think we got the timeline. We don't know We don't know. Oh wait, maybe we do know? It's June. That doesn't tell me enough. So, shit. So, school starts in April. So maybe this is a few months after Araragi entered college. But then we saw in Hana that Kambaru, at the end of Hana, Kambaru wanted to go back to basketball. But maybe she meant like, oh, not high school basketball. From that, I'm already retired, you know. I'm not going back even if my arm is back to normal. She means like, oh, I'll go back to basketball in college. I guess you could say that. And that's why her being retired in this arc doesn't mess with the timeline. So it stays consistent. So this is still just a few months into Kambaru's third year. But surely, surely this has to be after Hana? Damn it. I'm so tempted to check the timeline. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. Let me do that real quick. I'm sure I have it. Yeah. Story timeline. Where's Hana? Where's Hana? May. June. No. The next year. After all that. October, no. November, March, April. Okay, so Hana happens in April. And this is June. Okay. Sorry. But I really needed to know. Okay. The timeline is important to me. Okay, yeah. Okay, this all tracks. So Araragi has already been a few months in college, and he's made this new friend. I wish we could have seen how they became friends, but maybe we'll get it in a different arc. Doesn't have to be chronological anyway. Because, you know, obviously Araragi is the POV character, but this is, you know, that's how the series happens. Like, yeah, Araragi is the POV character, so he's the main character, and we get to see how everything that he goes through affects him, but at the same time, it's like, oh, there's always a main character of the arc that is not him, and this is Shinobu. So it'll be about Shinobu having a reunion with Deathtopia, and how different their relationship has now that Shinobu has changed from who she used to be. But yeah, this is just, you know, the setup to get into that. But also, just adding even more spice with the whole getting the basketball club involved. But yeah, I had no thoughts about Higasa before. She was just there. She had like one scene in Hana and that was it. Or maybe she had more than one scene. But yeah, she already, in just one scene in this arc, she already has a lot more personality here. Also, I really loved all the gags, and then Araragi just having like exclamation mark and a interrogation mark in a basketball as he keeps getting more and more confused about how the girls act. And yeah, you can tell there was definitely, you know, the official reintroduction of Higasa. Because honestly, like, I think she kind of overshadowed Kambaru here, which is very impressive. But yeah, Kambaru was literally just here. She gave the floor to her friend and be like, yeah, this is who you should talk to right now. But yeah, I was expecting a classic Kambaru and Araragi mess around, but Higase is involved here, so, you know, gotta keep it a little less wild than usual, but still. There was some fun banter involved. But yeah, honestly, like I said, I mean, it is a mystery at the moment, but obviously it's not for the audience. Although we don't really, what is a mystery is like, why is Deathtopia targeting these girls specifically? But yeah, it's very rare for Monogatari to do this kind of mystery. Very, like, detective-like. Kinda reminds me a little of Ogi Formula. Not the anime version, though. If you really want to experience how Ogi Formula should be experienced, please read the novel for it. But yeah, I'm... Like, at the beginning, it really felt like we were going to get to know Kie Harimase in detail. But maybe it was just to give it more impact when Deathtopia actually shows up. Hopefully not, though. It really does seem like Harimase would make an interesting character. Now, it's probably, you know, due to external forces. But, like, at some point I was like, why doesn't she just quit the basketball club if it's so draining and, like, she doesn't care anymore? Like, if it makes her suffer that much, if she straight up wishes someone would come and attack her, then yeah, like, what are you doing? Like, maybe it's her parents, like, pushing her, but it's like, yeah, what's the point when she's wishing for bodily harm? But yeah, it was really, really nice having Araragi back. And we kind of had a jump scare in the episode when the mummy started moving and tried to attack him. But interesting that makes sense that the sun would make it stop. But I really did not expect it to start moving. I thought, you know, a mummy does not move. And the way that the first one looked, it seemed, oh, okay, they're just immobile. You know, like they're in a coma. But this one started moving like it was a zombie, so... Oh, I totally forgot. I think we've seen something like this before, haven't we? That's how Kiss Shot made the world end in Kabuki Monogatari. She made every human like this. I think. I don't think they refer to them as mummies, but I could be misremembering. It's been a minute since I revisited Kabuki. But yeah. I feel like I said, oh yeah, or but yeah, like 10 times at least this video. I'm terrible at segues. So I'm not exactly sure. I'm never sure how Monogatari arc is going to progress or end. I feel like the most I could get was probably like Nadeko draw. And I did it, but the execution was what really makes it so special. That's a top 5 arc for me. But yeah, this one, I don't know how the issues at the basketball club will mesh fully with Deathtopia and Shinobu relationship. And therefore, this is gonna be it for today and my reaction for this episode. So if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.